will be so kind to join my or check out the broadcast and see if the audio's trash on it. If anybody's got Robo mic.
I haven't gotten a notification, surprisingly.
I need to subscribe to myself. Yeah, I am. I'm on DCO. It's gotta make the delay. Yeah, it's gotta have, or it has to. So just give it some time.
Okay, there it goes. One moment.
Anybody got a robot mic?
Oh shit.
Come on,
Yeah,
Paragon.
gotta fix that.
Always allowed. There we go. Let me check if that fixed it.
Shit.
Come on, Paragon.
Fix that.
I'm listening very. There we go. Yep. All right. No
Alright.
robot mic is.
Okay, your
present. And will you check
quality's good, Assassin.
Coolio.
None of
Hold on.
updates, GAA, December edition. You call it
I haven't
tons of
started.
updates?
I haven't even started. Frick.
No, it's giving medium thing that you're getting ready to.
Ow.
I started my stream, so Stemmax, if you want to check mine out a little bit.
All right. Here we go. I'm starting it.
We have to get.
All right, guys.
I just stopped it.
So.
Let me get on Rainbow.
Is
Not
everybody
raging.
started? Oh, I guess okay. So DP's gonna change games, and then we'll have a broadcast started. I guess we can get going with intros.
Yeah. Okay, yours is up, Crimson?
I have my stream up. I do.
Yes. I just checked it. Yours up, good quality. Very good.
Alright, you
All
can check
good.
mine, because it started.
GG.
Not
Checking it
me.
now.
He does promise.
So I guess this should be interesting.
Right.
Can you see Stemmax?
Give me one moment. Crimson's is back up. Yours isn't there, DP.
Oh, it's like 25 seconds.
Oh, there it goes.
Mm.
It showed up. Yeah, okay, your 6 intro's showing up now. Okay, I'll start mine.
Mm.
How am I dead in my own house?
Somebody must have broke in.
Hmm?
I'll check your stream, Stemmax, since I'll cut mine off to restart it.
Oh.
Wait, no, not join session. Launch broadcast. Stemmax, your quality's not that great, but wait, let it go in
Give
a
it a
little bit.
moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a moment.
Alright, it's getting better by the seconds.
Yeah, because I have mine at maxed out. So that's why I can't.
A good quality.
It would be nice if we could actually like
Yeah, you gotta
stream
Stemmax,
in
you 100.
more than 720.
I'm on 720 high.
Alright. I guess Stemmax's stream is good.
Do you know how to adjust those settings? Because I don't think I do.
want.
Okay.
Oh, well, all.
No,
know.
you just need like one intro because we're all.
Well, I'll do
streaming
the
it.
intro, obviously. Cause.
Kick it out.
Alright. Well, I'm not sure if you guys actually want to do your own intros as well, but
Nah.
I'll just.
No, I'm okay.
fine,
We
I'll
can all
it
just do
then.
one.
Or I'll just.
Alright.
I'll just do my intro then and introduce you guys. Alright. So are you all ready then? Yeah, that's the case.
I am.
Tell me. Countdown.
Alrighty then, Geronimo. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Gods and Angels podcast. I'm here with... Fuck you. I'm here with Crimson Dickwad. Cool Guy Fuckboy and...
What?
You kind of are, dude.
Damn. And then we have, I forget what your channel name is.
Maxcraft.
Oh, right, Minecraft 2.0. Gotcha. Anyway.
Even more than any of the other ones.
Alright, so.
Starbucks, you got the best one.
I'd just like to add that you can find any of these guys' channels on my channel. There is a category, if you look at my channel, called Friends I Play With, and their channels will be linked there.
Yeah, his channel will be linked in the description below.
Yep.
Each and every one of these guys, so.
Yep.
And, let's get her started then, shall we? We're gonna talk about some schmeat. Some
Yeah, let's talk about
beautiful,
some
beautiful schmeat. So, I believe in the current, thing, the current, update Smite's on right now, for both PC and console,
Okay, yep.
is, what's it called,
For Smite, I believe it's like,
yeah, 3.2, or 3.23, yeah,
yeah.
and
Yep.
that is the
Last
one
update?
with Nike and,
Nike, the Opwash skin.
Nike. Yeah, the Opwash skin, Kamazat skin, Bacchus Masteries,
Rom's
and Ares
Mastery
Mastery
overhaul.
skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Slight lag on my stream for a second.
so they
So we're
did
going
a
over Smite
couple
first of
item
all?
changes. Well, I guess we'll just go over the buff changes, right? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know all of them.
the
so whatever.
item changes, the first one they did was to Celestial Legion Helm, which I don't.
Yep.
I think that's a good Guardian item.
Yeah.
Great
Give
Guardian
for it.
item.
That was pretty much it.
They increased. They kind of. Oh wait, they nerfed it. Yeah, so they nerfed the physical
nerfed
protection
it?
from it, and they increased
No.
the cost from, or they increased the cost by 100 gold from 2,300 to 2,400, which is interesting. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They would have
I
done
would
that.
rather just say like increase the amount of times it can like prevent crit, because in my opinion, yeah, it was a great item, but it was like didn't always serve its purpose that it could have.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Could've
one of
been.
those OP items at all.
Yeah, it was one of those items that it could be like, oh, pick it up, it's useful if you're going against somebody that's heavy crit, but if they're like really, really heavy crit, it didn't do its job completely, because they would just crit right after your initial hit.
I don't know. I know it's something I would always at least consider picking up, especially in Conquest, considering how cheap it is,
Yeah.
or how cheap it was. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Agreed.
yeah.
One of the greatest items for Guardians. Well,
So
was.
so they're nerfing Hydra's entirely. So they're nerfing Hydra's Star,
Again,
which I believe might be the tier 1, or is it the
Yeah, Hydra
tier
Star is
1?
tier. No, tier 2.
I'll check.
Tier 2.
I can actually
yeah.
go on
I
to
think
the
it's
Smite
tier 2.
website real quick and check items.
Yeah,
for
it's
y'all.
tier 2 because it wouldn't be called Hydra Star if it was freaking.
Well, while Sturmax checks that, they reduced the cooldown from 10% to a whopping 5%. Yeah, that is
God.
actually reasonable because 10% with the tier 2 Hydras or tier 1 is very strong actually. 10% cooldown reduction.
Yeah, very.
And then they reduced the overall cooldown by 5% again for the OG Hydras. So from 15 to 10%. And then they also nerfed Obsidian Shard.
Yeah, because the percentage pin was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was quite strong.
Yeah. Well,
What'd
they're
they
not
nerf on it?
Yeah. They nerfed the magical power you get from it. So
Yeah.
they reduced
Yeah,
it by
Hydra
10.
Star
Oh,
is a
it's
second tier item for it.
Yeah, it's second tier. That's what I figured.
Yeah. It's the
Oh, Mike.
It's the branching item between Hydra's Lament and Transcendence.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, at that point, might as well just keep the tier 2.
Yeah.
Keep the tier 2 if it's at 10% cooldown. But, yeah, the infamous Erlang Shen buff. Or nerf, not buff.
Nerf.
Whoops.
Yes, they nerfed that dude like crazy.
Yeah, he no longer ignores basic attack movement penalties on his 1. So now he...
Yep. Or
his
in
spot
didn't they
weakness.
nerf his? Didn't they nerf
But-
his when he uses his 3?
No, they kind of, I guess, buffed his 3. Well, here's what they did. They took the Fatalis effect away from his 1, and then moved it over to his 3. So now if you use Mink, you get the basic attack movement penalty for 5 seconds. And then the attack buffs you get from the Mink and the Turtle Shield, or not the Turtle Shield, but the durations were decreased by 1 second. So now it's no longer 6 seconds, it's 5 seconds. And that's pretty much what they did, but changing that, you kind of you're forced to use this Mink to stick to targets.
Really
And
initiate now.
the problem with that is that you can't stick to anybody unless you want to get rid of your only escape, right? Because your 3's your only escape as they're long. So you either have to go all in or...
and know you're going to get the kill.
Yeah.
Or...
And pretty much the only way to survive that is just make sure you use your ult, or else you're dead, probably.
And make
Unless
sure
you're
you have
like really
enough
far ahead.
duration, or if you have cooldown, a lot of it.
Yeah. But the next one is they buffed Hades? Yes, they buffed
They buffed
Hades.
Hades.
Yep.
So now his duration is increased from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
That's going to be scary.
Well,
Very.
shit.
Blight. Oh.
Why
yeah.
is the one where he slammed
In
his
8
gun
seconds, that's going to be scary.
That blight pisses
That
me
is-
off so much. Oh my god.
Like
Well,
Hades
Jaden's gonna
needed
be
a buff,
happy.
alright?
Jaden's going to go on a murder spree. We all can agree upon that right now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Shroud of
The
Darkness.
Blight was a very, very strong CC ability. Especially
Yeah,
it
was.
since it was a passive. It wasn't just like, oh,
It's, like,
key it up and it
insanely
buffs all
annoying.
Yeah. Just like, if it was an ability, nobody would complain about it so much, because you'd be like, oh, pop this once and your next basic, it does an extra effect on your next ability that used after it. Okay, big whoop. But the fact it's a passive, so it goes up every time, pretty much.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah,
that
so
bonus
now-
life steal, and then it's just...
Bonus lifesteal, the taunt and the taunt fear, plus the silence, plus a silence,
Yep.
which is a little scarier than just that.
Indeed. Shroud of Darkness. No longer knocks back minions. Okay, that's just a... okay, so here's the one that I was kind of looking at. And this is Pillar of Agony. And that, I believe that's his ult, right? That's his
Yes.
ultimate.
That is
Yeah.
his ult, yes sir.
So, they increased the protection buff from 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 to 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So they kind of buffed his early game.
No,
Yeah, they
that's
buffed
the
his
base
early
protection
game.
he gets from it.
Yeah,
The
they
actual
buffed
buff
the
he gets
protection buff
during it.
from Pillar of Agony.
Yeah,
So
no,
now
but
he
there's
gets-
two. He gets two from it. He gets two separate ones from it when he actually uses it in a passive one.
Oh.
The
Really?
protections one you were talking about 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. But then he has the actual like buff. It's pardon me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was looking at it wrong. It said debuff.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's fine.
But
But yeah,
I apologize.
Starmax embarrassed himself right there. Okay, yeah, that's what you get, bitch. Pay attention
I'm
next
sorry.
time.
I misread it.
No, but so yeah, they buffed his early game on the protection buff for his pillar, and then Jingwei gets some changes.
Jingwei?
They changed
Really?
the crit strike chance from 5 at level 1, 10 at level 2, 15, 20, and 25, so forth, to 0% crit chance at level 1, 5 at level 2, 10 level 3, 15, 4, and 20 at 5. So they did a nerf to her right there.
That's a severe nerf for her.
Yeah, I don't really know why they did that.
That they shouldn't have did that.
Like,
She's gonna lose out on a lot of pressure for,
Yeah.
like...
Because exploding bolts was her whole thing, and especially seeing how they got rid of, what's it called, Golden
Kind
Bow.
of like the only thing that made her scary.
Yeah, because
Because
Golden Bow,
Golden Bow
Exploding
was
Bow,
technically...
everything was gone.
Hey, we don't
Well,
speak about
shit.
Golden Bow again, okay? It's gone. Nobody
Never
cares.
again.
We no longer speak about that shit. It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead. It is really... They messed it up for a lot of gods with that, though.
No.
Hey, I mean, they really only messed up Mercury, that's it.
And Jingwei.
On her.
I have
Honor
no,
really
I have
needed,
no, I am angry towards every ADC that exists, okay? Just
With Fanny.
all that pain, man, that I've endured playing as an assassin. I'm surprised, you're a tier main, Sturmax, why are you not mad at ADCs?
Oh, I am always mad at ADCs. But you know, I know how to focus that anger into actually beating them in a 1v1.
Wow, you talking shit, okay. 1v1 me, bitch.
I'm talking
Her
smarts.
explosive bolts, though, are the cooldowns on her explosive bolts. Wait a minute, that's... What? I'm not sure if this is a typo in the actual,
What does it say?
thing.
Because I can... It's 16 seconds.
I know that, but I'm not sure if it's a typo because it says explosive bolts a second time, but it should be... it should, like, the picture for the ability is her 3, like her dash ability.
Her
So I'm
agility,
not sure
yeah.
if that's supposed to mean her dash, or if that's a change to explosive bolts.
What does it
They
say
did change
for
her
it?
whole kit though, but except her ult, I think.
Not, or, like, the actual...
Oh,
like, it's not a change to explosive bolts, because it's not, like, in the same category as the explosive bolts thing.
Oh.
Like, it's in a completely different category, like, when it goes to a new ability and stuff. So it's weird. I'm gonna assume it's not explosive bolts, and I'm assuming it's just a typo. And it's, the dash, or her dash, or whatever. But it says the cooldown was reduced from 2018, 16, 14, and 12 to 2019, 18, 17, and 16.
Oh,
Or-
probably.
Although that's not cooldown reduction.
That's for her
that is-
dash. That's for her dash. I'm
yeah,
looking
that's
at it
for
right
her
now,
dash,
that's her
like
dash.
I said.
Yeah.
But that's not cooldown reduction, that's cooldown increase. So that is like typo times 2.
No, it was actually her. The cooldowns for her were actually pretty severe on her dash.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like they increased the cooldown.
Like, ew. So they
Oh.
increased it. That would be something I would honestly
Like I said,
decrease.
20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Oh man.
So
Dang,
they just
did
nerfed
to
her overall mobility and just damage.
Her in general.
Khepri, they increased his base HP from 460 to 490. That is welcome because Khepri is not.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think
he's like one of the
Khepri was
squishier guardians.
or
for
is
some
that dominant
reason.
now. Yes.
And like he's easily countered. Just keep him away from his teammates, and he's pretty much doomed.
Well, he's not that dominant. In season 2 he was from a lot of people, but
reviving and
yeah, everybody hated him. Nox,
Still kinda hate him,
her
but-
passive, Nox's candles will now only be blown out by god damage. So now, if she gets shot by a minion, she doesn't lose her passive. Hooray! That is welcome by all Nox players, I will
Well,
say.
I honestly am glad they did that because Nox really had a bad say like if you were in a god fight and like a minion shot, doesn't that give you like a damage buff?
Well, I think it's like the more abilities you use, a fire lights up on your candle, and when you take damage, you lose
it goes out.
that flame. But you do get bonus power from it, I believe. You get bonus power
Bonus
for
power.
each stack,
Yeah.
and it's like 4
Because-
stacks.
Because if you were in a team fight and there were minions, you would have technically been at a disadvantage if you didn't have that
Well,
much power.
Yeah, as Nox, if you wanted to keep your passive up, you had to like stay inside your teammate. Bow
No.
chicka bow wow. Or or you just have to stay completely on
Or
the back
just
line,
be
because
so
if you got shot by
far
minions,
in
you'd lose that
back.
passive entirely.
Yeah. But it did
So
give her a little more strength, but not that much in my opinion.
oh,
They
I
could
loved her
have given her
passive.
a little more. Like, it was an interesting passive, really. It's a strange one, but it's like that. It's kind of cool, strange, but that's really gonna be hard to keep up, especially if it's going to be a really team fight heavy game.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not that hard to keep up if you're a passive Nox player. You just
Oh,
don't
if
play
you're
passive
passive,
with any of your characters, dude.
I do.
You
I
don't
do.
play Nox
I
properly.
play passive with Fenrir. Sometimes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, sometimes.
Shut up. You do not do that.
Yeah, I do. Why do you think everybody just says all I do is clean up crew? I wait for the kills to come to me.
Right. Anyway.
Or they could call you the cleanup crew because you wait until they have 5 health left and you take the last hit.
Like I said.
At that point,
No,
that's
you
just
don't wait the
that's
kill.
just KSing people. That's not that's not cleaning shit up. Nobody left
Yeah,
it.
that-
People were
that's-
gonna finish
they're
their food. It's like
No, Sturmax is Fenrir. Okay, Sturmax is Fenrir waiting in the jungle. He sees Anubis has an enemy at 5 health. Anubis launches his basic attack to kill him, but no, Fenrir comes out of the jungle and steals it right as the basic attack's about to hit.
fucking
I
Sturmax.
don't do
Sturmax be
that
the type of
bad.
nigga to just ult somebody at 5 HP.
I have. I have.
Yeah, see? He admits to it. Osiris. Okay, so Osiris, I believe,
Ooh,
gets a
let's
buff
talk about
here?
this.
Yes. Fragmented, which I believe is his passive, now provides
Yep.
Osiris with 1% magical damage mitigation per stack.
Really?
I think that's
So
like
he's gonna
how
be
many
a
Now he
stacks?
got
very
physical and-
anti-mage. He's
Yeah,
trying to become anti-mage.
he's gonna
Because that was
counter mages really hard, I will say.
Because that was like the one like class that could actually really out damage him and prevent him from like doing it that much.
Nah, I'm not so sure
Interesting.
about that. Osiris has no issue sticking to mages, man. He slows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like
He does
if
so much damage.
I'm talking about in terms of their actual damage, you could really burst him off of you real quick though.
Nah. Osiris has like insane burst damage.
He
Terra!
does.
Terra's
Terra,
Blessing.
really?
Cooldown increased from... Oh wait, that's her passive, right? Or wait, what's Terra's Blessing? That's her
I think-
ultimate.
How old?
There's old man.
That's her
Yup,
ult,
yup, yup,
yeah.
yup.
That's her ult. Yeah, but the cooldown was increased from 110, 105, 100, 95, 90 to 110 at all ranks. So,
To
that's a
110 at
nerf.
all ranks.
That's
Yeah, that's a
huge,
nerf.
man.
Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's a pretty strong ultimate.
It's a global
say.
ult that heals
Yeah.
if you get taken damage from it during it.
Well, I mean, it annihilates mana cost. Wait, does it reduce cooldowns too? Or am I crazy? I'm probably crazy.
I don't know.
Thoth, please nerf him. Hieroglyphic Assault, increase projectile speed by 20%, really. Evade and Punish, increase radius from 3 to 4. And Glyph of Pain, reduce mana cost from 60 at all ranks to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Really? So,
Uh,
that was kind of a nerf.
now they buffed him. Wait,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a buff.
Okay. I kind of came
and I'm
in
mad.
on the last end of that, so...
I'm mad they
apologize.
buffed him. I hate Thoth so much. And last but not least, Sturmax is gonna be hype about this one.
Fenrir?
Tyr gets a buff,
Finally!
but
Finally!
not a big one.
Oh no,
Oh.
what they did.
They made his change stance available at rank 0, but
So
it
he's
but it
just
provides
basically
no
spawned
passive
with-
benefits. So now he spawns with his
It's so-
thing, so you don't have to put a point into it now.
So
use
it's
it.
pretty much a nerf. It's pretty much a nerf.
A nerf? What are you talking about? It's
What
a
are
buff,
you talking
dude.
about?
You can
No,
use your
that's a
chain
nerf
stance
for
now.
tier.
You can put your
At
you
level
can
0.
put 2 points into one of your abilities. You don't have to put a point into your fucking.
Yeah, I know.
3 anymore.
I know how y'all can see that's a nerf, a buff. I mean, but if you play tier a lot like I do, you'll slowly realize that was.
All right, all
pretty
y'all
big
tier
nerf.
mains out there.
What do
Tell
y'all
me in the
think? What do y'all
comments
think?
why Sturmax a fucking idiot.
Or why you actually agree with me.
Nobody fucking agrees with you. Trust me.
Nobody has responded yet.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Dude, because the protections actually, like, the protections and damage he got from that were really good and helped him keep throughout the game. And, oh man. That's
Man.
a bummer.
I don't
That's-
think that's I think that's a buff. I don't think that's a nerf. I don't see how you could see that's a nerf, man. But
Because I play him a lot. That's how.
at rank 0, it just gives you
At,
the chance
if
to
that
actually
kept-
use.
if it had kept everything
What?
else, if it had kept everything else and not just like, oh, I can use it at rank 0 now, I would have been fine. I would have been jiffy dandy, nothing would have been
What do you mean?
upset
What do you
with
mean
me.
it kept it didn't take anything?
You said you
What are
don't
you
get any
talking about?
passive benefits from it.
Yeah, at rank 0, nigga.
Explain that clear.
You get your passive
Next time,
benefits
please.
at rank 1 when you put a point
Okay.
into it.
You didn't explain it that well then.
It's just like Ullr's fucking ult. Or I think Hell's ult as well. It provides no passive benefits at rank 0, but you can use it.
What's wrong with there?
Okay, that's a better clarification of it.
Okay. But that is it for the patch notes for Smite that is currently on PC and console.
But
Alright,
So-
do we want to move to Paragon?
Wait, we're not done yet because I believe we can move on to the 3.24 patch notes. They're not that big. kind of just
good point. Yeah.
gives
Yeah.
new skins and stuff, but I believe it has a couple changes. Well, Hoonbots gets a Hoon.Bat Hoonbot skin.
Oh, I saw
that.
And that is like the .exe skins or the
Yep.
Oh, so he's getting a techno
like
skin.
Mercury's. Yeah, he's
Shiba
getting a Tron skin pretty much.
Okay.
Bakasura is getting a very
Lollipops.
sexy skin. It looks
Yeah,
very
the
Grim Reaper-ish.
My name.
Laughing Skull
Laughing
Bakasura.
Skull. Yeah.
Thoth gets his masteries. Baka's mastery rework or
Oh,
reskin, I
I
guess.
can't wait.
So he looks cool now. And Hoon bots his mastery skins. And obviously the most important news of the day, Uller gets his dance emote.
Yay!
yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway,
What does he do, Gundam style?
I have no idea what he's gonna do, but I would.
I actually can't find.
I'm actually kind of curious to see.
Oh, there we go.
So I mean, I don't know. There, Nike gets her achievements and things like that. So they do. I think, yeah, this is the only change to balance in the game. The only balance change. It's a Nike nerf.
Thanks for the backup.
Thank the
That's it.
Lord.
Star Max and Crimson hate Nike so bad. So
Yeah,
much. Oh my god.
It's because
No,
of
I
that
hate-
protection shred she has.
I hate
Like-
a Nike. What was it? Nike Collie combo. Yeah, I hate that. I
Yeah,
definitely hate
that needs to be. Ooh, I'm looking at the Laughing Skull right now.
Alright, so
Yeah,
It's
that's
so nice.
It is
I
pretty
can't-
nice. The card is awesome looking.
so to the Vanguard or to victory.
He also gets his
Increase
mastery
the
rework.
number of minions required to activate goal number 2 from 200 to 250.
Once
So that's
again,
a passive.
thank the Lord.
Mhm.
Sentinel of Zeus. Decrease the slow from 30% to
Good.
20. Decreased plan of action buffs slow from 60 to
Good.
40%. Decreased health shield from 40% to 20 at rank 1, 25 at rank 2, 30 at rank 3, 35 at rank 4, and 40% at rank 5.
So not much to change there.
Well, no. Now she has to level it up. That's the thing.
Oh, big whoop.
No,
All you gotta do is
no,
press a button or
it's
two
not
buttons
that
or
bad, dude.
nothing.
It's
I love
actually
it.
very good that
Max,
they
I
did
like-
that.
Why
Oh,
couldn't they
big
have
whoop.
like nerfed that like protection shred she has? Cause that by itself does a lot of damage,
But
man.
that's what makes her unique. So I doubt they're gonna do much to that.
And then they
Yeah.
decreased plan of
think
action
she's the only
buffed
one-
health shield from 60% to 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60%. So
All right.
that's pretty much it. They didn't nerf her protection shred, as you guys say.
It's not protection shred. It's a complete elimination of protections. There's no protections left after it.
Yeah. I'll go check like the actual God page to give you all the answers to that. If I can find her. Cause I'm for some reason having trouble. They need to like put this in like alphabetical order better.
Alright.
Nike. There she is, right next to Nemesis. Abilities. Ren protection. Where is it? Protection shred.
Welcome to the unedited version of the podcast, guys. This is us waiting for Sturmax to pull shit up.
At level 1
Honestly,
it goes
dude.
4,
It's, um,
8, 12, 16, 20. That's her protection shred.
Alrighty.
I thought it like stripped all protections. My bad.
It feels like it does. Trust me,
Well, I mean,
Like
it
the
is
way it's
percentage fun,
described-
so.
it doesn't say percent, that's the thing. I think
Oh, it is
But
in
like
percentage
the way
fun?
they
It's flat?
describe the one is like
it doesn't have the percent next to it, which makes me think maybe
So
it's
it's flat. Okay.
But the disarm, it goes up to 2 seconds at max. That's annoying as well.
Either way, I think we all realize Nike hurts.
Yeah.
Nike does hurt. I
Just
would
do it,
agree.
motherfucker. Just do it. Anyway. I guess we can move on
That's-
to Paragon news?
Ooh, Paragon news, sweet.
The Monolith update has come out, I think,
Yep.
last week, if I'm correct.
I think, yeah, it was like a week or a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
It's December 6th, so yeah, like
yeah,
a week and a half ago.
last week or so.
Right.
So anyways, this is version 35. One of the big changes is that they removed the travel mode.
Yeah,
Which
travel mode and
basically-
increase base like movement for everybody.
Yeah, so basically what you need to know about travel mode is it was whenever you weren't in combat, your movement speed was greatly increased. So, and they got rid of that because it was actually, like, in my opinion, really stupid. And they
Yeah,
decided
'cause-
to up everybody's movement speed basic, like, up their basic movement speed, and not have a travel mode, so it just stays flat.
Yeah, I kind of like that change, to be honest.
I don't like it
Yeah.
because
Go on.
no, I just say I don't like it.
Oh,
Oh. Well,
no, why? Okay.
I like I like the addition of man cannons in the fucking monolith map. I like that.
Yeah. The
Those
jump
fucking
pads,
man cannons, man. Yeah. The
yeah,
jump
that
pads,
helps you
shit's
get
hot.
to lane much quicker.
Definitely.
Alright, so deck building has become simpler. They tried to reduce filtering and just
Okay,
make it
I'm
easier
back.
to find cards and building decks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it everything got switched to power as well.
Yeah, I like
Which I
that.
think
I
was a-
like the combination. Yeah, that I thought that was
'Cause-
a very smart decision, to be honest, because damage is damage
now,
anyway.
Yeah, like be it there are still like certain characters do energy, certain characters do physical. It's just now you don't have to worry about like, do I have enough energy based cards? Do I have enough physical based cards? Because I found myself having a way more like physical based and energy based for when I wanted to play people like Murdoch. At least
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah.
I agree. Alright, also the respawn timer is now only affected by hero level, kind of like Smite. The
Okay.
timer increases
So you don't have
the
that
higher
like
level you go.
2-minute spawn, like wait spawn for like level
Yeah.
0, which is good.
Okay.
I'm not-
Yeah.
Can I bring something up? Because I'm not sure if this is going to be touched. Did they like decrease the amount of like card points you would get for
Yes.
like leveling up?
When you
okay,
level,
so-
you now only earn one card
One.
power at a time instead of 3.
Yeah, okay, so that is something that changed. I wasn't
Yeah, it's a
sure
big
because
deal.
because I even like touched up on one of my Paragon videos because that's like a real big change for it because it's like you really have to actually think about what you're going to buy now, like and what's going to be put into your deck because you could just load up with level 3 everything and level 4 everything and just go to town and be like
Yeah.
super broken early game. But now it's just like
Yeah,
you gotta
it's turned
think
everything
about
quite
it.
late game.
Yeah, they actually focused on wanting to get a sort of like late to end game system going now instead of here's about like $30,000. Go buy whatever you want.
Yeah, go buff your mid game as hard as you can.
Not even mid game, because those who actually play Paragon may know this card. My Murdoch build, it started with a card called Micro Nuke, which off the back, which was a level 3 card, off the back gave you like 16 extra damage. Like 16 extra energy damage. And I would off the back do 47 plus damage. Like, and my buckshot would do 100 plus, and I would just walk through people as I was like leveling up, because nobody could catch up to my damage in time.
Alright. there are new team comms to go with the new map to help increase communication. They kept most and took out a couple, added some, just because
Yeah,
the comm system definitely needed a little bit of work.
it did.
There's a new river buff, which is it's a jungle camp that randomizes the buff. Randomizes the buff each time you kill it. There's a purple one which grants Shadow Plane instantly, which if you don't know what that is, it basically means
Invisibility.
Invisible.
Which is a very good one. I actually tried it.
Yeah, red buff, which increases ability damage. Black buff, which applies a damage over time on basic attacks.
Yeah.
And blue, which increases your movement speed. So it's really good for junglers. All of those are. So that was where it was really going, because if you haven't seen the new map, it has a huge middle jungle.
And
Yes.
can I add something else to that? Because I'm not sure if anybody else ran into this. If the buffs get killed at the same time, they actually randomize to the same thing, which is weird.
Yeah, I've heard that. There's another new jungle camp, which is the Raptors. And the Raptors are a new jungle camp that they reinforce over time, so they upgrade 3 different times. And each time it upgrades, it awards higher CP, but it takes longer to kill. But it's basically just an XP camp that like awards high CP to whoever kills it. And the assassin mentioned earlier. Okay, go ahead.
No, continue what you were saying, because...
Well, is it about the Raptors?
No, not really, actually, but just continue.
Well, as Assassin introduced earlier, the jump pads, they can get you around from like your fountain / base really quickly. But once your tier 2 tower falls, they deactivate. So you definitely want to protect your towers if you want quick mobility throughout the map.
Okay, wait. I have something to say about that. So,
What?
Well, shit.
So, say, like, if they take down your middle lane tower, like, both middle lane towers, so both of them will cut off, or the only one there will cut off?
I have no idea.
If any of the towers go down, they cut off.
Okay, then I got better information.
You gotta wait till, I guess, Crimson gets back. Because I don't know
Alright,
what happened there. Okay.
so I actually have to blast.
Alright.
I got a blast. So, if you guys want to see the full version of this podcast, because I'm a complete loser who's always busy, check out Assassin's channel, or DPJ Guardians', which is Cool Guy Dragon on YouTube, or MaxCraft_GAA. They're all recording, and so was I, but anyways, I'll see you guys later.
Alrighty.
Okay, I guess it's just 3 of us.
So, I'm not sure if he finished the fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm not sure if he finished the patch notes. Did he do that?
I know some of them. Another thing is the Twin Blast rework.
Twin Blast rework? Okay.
Yes. Twin Blast's ultimate was changed. Instead of shooting like correct me if I'm wrong, DP, the 3 or 4 rockets. And
Before they did the machine gun, he shot 4 rockets out of 2 of them, which was 8. So he shot 8 rockets. Yeah, it was 4 rockets, so 2 both. And they changed it to a
machine
technically
gun,
has a minigun.
essentially.
Yeah, he has a minigun now on his arms, which is pretty cool.
He still unfolds the same like big cannons.
Yeah, like
but
the
now
big
they
cannon.
shoot. But now they
Like,
shoot
freaking-
like automatically,
Yes.
which is a little interesting.
I'm gonna say, let me know.
Yeah.
Wait, and I meant to say something to you at Thanksgiving,
Um,
but I forgot.
so, I guess we'll just move on to Warframe then. Why not?
Yeah.
Right. So, in terms of
War Within.
Warframe stuff, War Within. Yeah, that came out on consoles. That happened about damn time,
Yeah.
'cause it took like 35 years. But no hatred towards DE or anything like that. But so most of this information on Warframe is going to be coming from the recent Warframe dev stream.
Mhm.
And if you do want to check that out, the link to that will be in the description below as well. So I don't end up getting in trouble for doing for stealing anything, I guess. I'm not really sure if that's the case though. But anyway, if that is the case, the link to the official dev stream will be in the description below. But it obviously the vaults are currently open for Ember and Frost, which is cool if you want to farm for Ember and Frost and Glaive and Latron and, well, nobody wants Sicarus, but the Sicarus if you really want the Sicarus. What else? There's another Reaper Prime as well. And then Valkyr is obviously out now, Valkyr Prime.
Yep.
They did mention that Valkyr Prime is, or most of you I'm pretty sure know that Valkyr Prime doesn't have a cool, awesome trailer, right? So
Yeah.
they did mention that the trailer is going to be coming pretty soon.
Does have a trailer?
I'm not sure. Like,
She does have a trailer, but it's a static trailer. It's
well, we're talking about the badass lore trailers that everybody loves to analyze.
Yeah.
The one, like, the badass Necros trailer and the Saren one and the Volbin one. Well, Volbin's wasn't badass, but...
Just fry a whole chicken.
And there was that. There is going to be a Ember Deluxe skin coming, which is cool. There's obviously Mag's Deluxe skin that's coming as well. But they showed concept art for the Ember Deluxe skin, which looks very fucking awesome. I'll try and have a picture up for that. But there is also they talked a little bit about Limbo's possible rework, right? So Limbo's gonna get a rework, that's what they're planning to do. But they spoke a little bit on it. They're still coming up with ideas and things like that, so it's really still in early development. But they did talk about how Limbo would sort of be able to control, I guess, the time in his rift, I guess you could say. So he sort of becomes like a space-time frame, which I would love. That would be fucking awesome. Like, they did mention that maybe he'll be able to have, like, his cataclysm, but be able to stop time in his cataclysm or something like that. So enemies no
That'd be
longer
really
will
cool.
move. But that would be... I think that would be cool, like creating like a time bubble or something. So something like pausing the rift. But they also said that they would change, I guess, a movement ability, or change his what's it called? Him going into the rift into like a movement ability. So like maybe like some sort of short range teleport or something like that. I have no idea what they plan to do with that. It's still very early, but I hope they make him better. I mean, they can't possibly fuck up Limbo more than he already is, because he's already pretty fucked up.
Yep.
Or he's already like in a pretty bad place. I'm sorry about you Limbo mains, but that is sadly the case. He's not as good as he could be. But they're also bringing or they spoke about 2 new weapons on the dev stream, and one of them is currently out on PC, and that happens to be the amazing flame spear that they were talking about, called the Javlok. And that is it looks fucking awesome, I will say. You shoot enemies.
Good.
Well, I mean, it looks fucking awesome, dude, because like you shoot flames out of the spear, so it's like a spear gun, and you shoot flames out of it, and I heard they do pretty good damage from what I saw on it. And then there's a second mode where you kind of switch to spear mode, and you throw it at the enemy, and you just impale them to walls and shit. I thought that was fucking awesome. It doesn't do as much damage, and you have to pick it up again, like after you throw it. But I thought it was really fucking cool. And then there's a new shotgun. They didn't really go over much about that shotgun. It looks cool, looks alright, but I think mostly everybody got really excited over this flame spear when they were watching that. So
yeah.
Then I guess Sturmax is gonna miss this, but
I'm here.
oh, you're here, dude. Unmute your shit.
I just have something going on in the background and didn't want it coming through.
Oh.
I was being
Well,
polite.
anyway, we're gonna talk about the next Warframe, right? So Necronius, perk your ears up. This Warframe goes by the name of Nidus.
Yes. I can't wait for the infested
Bard
one.
or the infested?
It is the
Infested.
infested Warframe.
Yes. Can't wait for it.
He's officially called Nidus. Okay.
Yes,
That's gonna
he is
be in my
Nidus.
freaking. Wait, that freaking Warframe is definitely gonna be in one Warframe. Well, in my Warframe pool with Loki and Excalibur.
Yeah. Well, they showed all of his abilities, and here's what it is. Nidus, well, they did mention that Nidus is gonna have like a passive HP regen, but I think they originally had planned to, I guess, have him have no shields, but I think they did put shields on him, like very small ones, and I think he has a lot of health. But his first ability, and I believe this is just a placeholder name, his first ability is Rupture, and it's like a infested damage line.
Yeah, it's like what's it called?
So it's
like
like a line of
Frost-
infested
the Frost
that's like-
wave.
No, it's just a straight line. It's a skinny line that just travels across the ground. And that ability adds like a stack, because he has I guess a passive stack type thing for him to use his ult, and we'll get to that for a second, or we'll get to that later. His 2 is Tendrils, and all these, keep in mind, I believe are placeholder names. I'm not sure. I guess they're still subject to change. But his 2 is Tendrils, and he spawns Tendrils pulling all enemies in a certain radius. I believe 2... yeah, he pulls all the enemies in a certain or in a certain radius in where the tendril was placed. And so it kind of just groups them up. So you can use like a combination of his 2 and then his 1. So you pull all enemies in with tendrils, and then you would use your damage line, and it would kill all the enemies and things like that. His 3 is called Symbiotic Link. It's a single target link where 100% of the damage, I believe, goes from you to the enemy, and the enemy is also put to sleep. I thought that was cool. It kind of turns him into a very tanky frame. And then his 4 is Infest, and when he's at 4 stacks, you spawn a pool of maggots to aid you in battle. Right, so you spawn a pool of maggots that go out and hunt down enemies, and those maggots, when they kill an enemy, they also add a stack so you can use your ult again. And that's pretty much it for Nidus in terms of his abilities, but he has a weird, interesting stack passive, which I thought was really cool. So, and I believe they're also going to do some graphics and audio adjustments, and they were going to add non-combat AI in missions, building ships and things like that, so we can see them. So is Durmax still here, or is just like muted?
Like I said before.
Okay. Well, dude, you're being annoying. Okay.
Hey, just have a lot of stuff going on in the background, but he does sound like a interesting character from the description you gave.
Right. And then I guess we can talk about the new Destiny update that just came out, and I thought I played it for a little bit. I thought it was cool. Kind of. I'm not sure if it's going to bring me back to Destiny to spam play it like I used to, or like I did when Rise of Iron came out. But it is definitely refreshing to have some new content to play. Especially Sparrow Racing. The lovable Sparrow Racing is back with 2 new tracks, and I thought that was really cool. There's new strike scoring, and obviously some new rework strikes and new strikes in general. And the strike scoring is interesting. I didn't get to play that yet. But from what I do know is you get bounties from good old Commander Zavala, and you go into a strike and complete those bounties by getting a certain score or something like that, and you have a chance to get the new icebreaker that came back, or I believe one of the new exotics.
Oh,
And
black icebreaker, or white.
well, the new icebreaker, it's the same color. It's shown as white in the advertisements because it's just a skin for the icebreaker. You guys do know exotics have skins now, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I've been keeping up.
Yeah. So they have skins now. But they're also bringing the Void and Solar Thunderlords out as well. So those Void and Solar Thunderlords that they were teasing, that Bungie was teasing and showing us, they finally put them in the game. And they're exotics as well as the Thunderlord, but it's Void and Solar. There's new gear, new quests. There's obviously tons of Christmassy stuff. I will say the tower looks
Yeah.
pretty fucking beautiful. There's presents in the tower now, which is awesome. I thought that was cool. And there's a new record book. If you complete that record book for the Dawning, you unlock the you can get the 3 big presents in the tower. So that is the Amanda present, the Zur present, and I believe Commander Zavala? I'm not even sure. But something like that. There is also new microtransactions for you to purchase. Well, not
this is gonna be a good
microtransactions,
one.
but new microtransaction items for you to purchase. So like new emotes and treasure chests and all that fancy stuff. For instance, they added the dab as an emote. Yay.
Yes.
I'm relatively disappointed, but yeah. Oh, here's something new. The Sparrow Racing gear that you get now is completely infusible. So now it's no longer just your helmet and your bond, or not your bond. Not everybody's a warlock. Your helmet and your class item. It's now everything. So your class item, your helmet, your arms, your legs, your chest. So you can now carry. You can now carry a full set of Sparrow Racing gear into the raid with you, and you won't get one-shotted.
So it's like they're actually making it gear now instead of, hey, look at my cool Sparrow fashion.
Yeah, which I think is going to be the new strat for trials. Everybody's going to use that for trials. That way people are going to have trouble telling if you're a warlock or a hunter or a titan.
Yeah.
Because, like, all the gear is the same. All the gear looks the
Yeah.
same for all characters, right? So,
Right.
I think
makes
that's going to
sense.
be a new strat. And, they also nerfed SBMM. So if you don't know what that is, that's skill-based matchmaking. They nerfed that and increased the connection-based matchmaking. So now it searches more for connection than it does for skill. So you might get paired up with blueberries if you're an experienced player in Crucible. But if you are a new player in Destiny Crucible, you could get paired
You
up with
might get
experienced players
Diamonds.
and could get curb stomped. You're not really gonna get queued up with people too far off from your skill level, but they still might be pretty far off. But at least now, lag will not play that big of a
A
part
super big part.
in your demise. So, have fun in the Crucible,
That's good.
Guardians.
Especially the Master Race Hunters.
A lagging
Hunter
hunter is
Master
honestly
Race?
really scary.
No, laggy Stormtrance, bro.
Oh, right, that's the thing.
They're like impossible to kill. But
How can you kill something that you can't see when it's like blinking behind you for no reason?
yeah. So, last but not least, on PS4 news, PS4 has apparently launched a new variant on a Pro controller. I thought that was quite interesting. So now, of course it comes out right after I get my fancy new Scuff, but now these Pro controllers, they have buttons on the back, similar to Scuff's paddles, but
Yeah.
they have a, it's very hard to describe, but I will link the video so you guys can check it out in
Yes,
the
and it is
description
cool.
below. So make sure you check down there for the video. It's pretty interesting. I recommend you guys check it out if you're interested in purchasing a Pro controller. and it's shaped a lot like the Xbox controller, which I thought was a
Really?
smart
I'm used to
decision
Xbox
because
controllers.
yes, so it's shaped like the Xbox controller, which is very good idea because it's a lot better than the controllers we have right now.
I like the controller for like I like the DualShock.
It's just very hard for people with big hands like me. So
Yeah.
You don't think I have the same problem?
I think
No.
I think it will definitely help it a lot because there's a lot more controller to hold on to now, right? So it has grips now. There's a lot more controller to hang on to. There's just so much benefits to having just a bigger controller. Not necessarily the Xbox's design that makes it more superior, just the fact that it's a bigger controller with more rooms, or with more room to hold and push buttons on. Just makes it all the more controllable, right? Because that's the point of a controller.
It is its job.
But
Why do we just make the same joke?
yeah. Well, great minds think alike, I guess. But that should be the end of the podcast, guys. So
That's all the
be sure
news for
to
these past couple
sub
months?
to all these guys, including Crimson Voodoo. He had to go. I'm not sure for what reason, but subscribe to Crimson Voodoo, Maxcraft, Cool Guy Dragon, each and every one of them. The description below. They are fucking sick. And I'm only saying that because I like them.
And
So.
I am slightly sick.
Thank you for
Yeah.
awesome
Okay.
audience, guys. Do we even get any viewers?
It's more
Peace.
afterwards that counts. But yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's gotta be it. Peace.
Yep. See ya.
Peace.